A person who prophesies is not a foundational leader. Okay.
That's right. Say that.
There is a difference, people of God. Ephesians 2 says this, and I'm just going to get to that part that's highlighted. And are built upon the foundation of the apostles and prophets, Jesus Christ himself being the chief cornerstone. Chuck Pierce had a wonderful saying, but I'm not going to read that because I'm going to go down to Deuteronomy 18 that says this: I will raise them up a prophet.
Yes.
From among their brethren. God said, look, I'll raise me up a prophet right in the midst of you. Which explains why you won't honor them. Because they in your country, you're like, well, I know her when she was doing this, and I know her when she was doing that. I remember when she didn't have it all together. But when she a prophet, she still ain't got it together. Let me get that right. She still ain't got it together. But he said, a prophet. He said, right unto thee, and I will put my words in his mouth. And he shall speak unto them all that I. Now God said I too many times. All that I shall command. And it shall come to pass that whatsoever, when he, wait a minute, that whatsoever will not hearken unto my words, which he shall speak in my name, I will require of him. But the prophet, hear this, which shall presume to speak a word in my name, which I have not commanded him to speak, or that shall speak in the name of other gods, even that prophet shall die. Let me just drop this nugget. Let me tell you what a false prophet is. Just so you know. A false prophet is not one that prophesies, don't say the word. A false prophet is one whose integrity does not line up with this word. Because I can say, oh, yes, I am a prophet of God. I serve God. And then 2 minutes later, you in my hotel room with a woman. Come on now. That's not your wife. Already. Or I'm a prophet and you curse like a sailor. Yes, it is. You talking about being a mouthpiece of God? And you curse. How can Bill and Sweet come out of the same system? Come on now. Do you know that when the prophet inhales, he exhales the wisdom of God? That's right. I would be terrified if I were called as a prophet, and I am, to be cursing and then go and say the word in the same breath. God would choke me. In the Old Testament, you'd be somewhere laying out there. That's right. That's right. I'm serious, y'all. That's what a false prophet is. And you gotta watch that. If their integrity and their character does not match the anointing, she is a false prophet. Yes. And you better not let them lay hands on you. They'll impact something that you can't shake. That's serious. We walking around, wanting to be with certain people and no connection. Watch who you connected to. Oh, I don't connect with everybody. I'm just stay right where I know, and even those that God has anointed to bless me with and be no. It's not, no. The prophet admonishes, warns, directs, encourages, intercedes. We're going to talk about that. Teaches and counsels. He brings the word of God to the people of God and calls. The prophet calls the people to respond. Yes. I'm about to say something. The prophetic ministry begins in the presence of the Lord. Yes. Because that is your place of incubation. Yes. That is your place of impartation where God really allows you to come forth in that thing. Too many times, I know you can't tell me, and we're going to talk about prayer in a minute. Woman of God told me about 2 weeks ago. Laugh. I'm serious. I think folk done bumped their head. I'm a prophet. First thing I ask you, what's your prayer life? Well, I've just been hitting it here and there. Oh. And you supposed to be hearing from God. Wow. Sound like you might need to rehearse that. Sound like one of the popular gifts you're trying to get out. No, you got no prayer life? No, I'm serious about that.
There's no way.
People like, no, you can be a prophet and not have a prayer life. The devil is like, how can you hear?
That's it.
He's the blueprint. Matter of fact, he birthed you. So that if he birthed you as a prophet, that means you need to go back to the birth canal. That's it.
Come on now.
So that you can hear clearly.
Ooh, God help Jesus.
I'm going to say this. If you think God has called you, and you know, God, I believe I'm a prophet. If your prayer life is shaky, go back in. Go back in. If you still just praying, you know, on that little 30-minute level, go back in. If you still just, you know, I forgot to pray this morning. Boy, a prophet don't forget to pray. Matter of fact, a prophet says, I have to eat in the morning. And it's definitely not natural food.
It's your life.
It is your life.
It's your life.
People play around with it. It's your life. Jeremiah 23 says this. Which of them has, this is what I was talking about in the false prophets. Now look, which of them has stood in the counsel of the Lord to see or hear his word? If they had stood in his counsel, they would have proclaimed his words to his people. And they would have turned from their evil ways and from their evil deeds. When the prophet knows the heart and mind of the Lord, he speaks the word of the Lord to a people. He stands before the people as one who stood before God. I can't stand before you unless I stood before him first.
That's right.
It's not safe. It's a dangerous place to be in. It's an uncovered place.
Yeah.
Oh, God. The Greek word for prophet is prophetic. It's two parts. Pro means forth and phene means to speak. The primary meaning of the word is to speak forth for the Lord rather than to, I said something, rather than to predict. Lord, did you have us to write that? Watch this. If a person is predicting a thing about a person, this individual has tapped into the psychic realm. Did I